just let you have it. Okay. So now that we all agree we have adversity in our lives, I'm just going to tell you my experience, what I've been going through, how it is related to the business, and then just what I've done to deal with life, like we all have to do. So I have worked a job in all stages of my life. I've been, a teenager, single, in college, pregnant, with kids, full-time work, part-time work. I've worked in all stages of life. Like I was saying, I'm a nurse by trade. And I know that with my 40-hour-a-week job, I actually had to show up to work, do the work, and I only got a certain amount of time off if I wanted a paycheck and I wanted to keep my job, right? So life requires money. That's why we all go out and get jobs. And work is how you earn it. So your career business is no different than a full-time job or any sort of job where somebody else tells you what to do. The only difference is you're the person accountable for holding yourself accountable for working. So if you suck at being a boss right now, I want you to go ahead and take out your pen and write "you're fired" right on the top of your paper, okay? So you're going to fire yourself right now, and then we're going to work through this, and we're going to come out on the other side, okay? So to be a good businesswoman, big word here is commitment. And that's something that, I take marriage very seriously. So I am committed to my husband for the rest of my life. I know we all go into marriages wanting that. And that same work ethic, keeping a relationship going is sometimes hard, and keeping it good is sometimes hard, but there are sacrifices that you need to make, and there are steps that you need to take in order to keep that commitment and to just move forward with it. So the only difference between, the successful leaders that we're all standing up here and all the big high retailers, yay, the only difference between those people and everybody else is that they actually get back up when they fall down. We all fall. So they do what they have to do, and they keep going until they get the results that they want. So, I said before, I've been in Premier for 6 years, and I've actually had 2 of my 3 children, I've birthed them while I've been working Premier. So the first time I was pregnant with Nicholas, my second, I was actually in this contest to be a designer, so I became designer, and like a week and a half later, I had my son. So that was pretty cool, but it was kind of like it was a get her done type situation, and I had to do it, or else it just wasn't going to happen because I'm taking time off to take care of my baby. You know what I'm saying? So that's the great thing about Premier. You can take time off when you want to or when you need to. So I kind of, I knew I was going to be having a baby. I stopped working 2 weeks beforehand. And then I set up my quick start for after I decided I was going to come back to work because that was suggested to me. So I scheduled 6 shows in 6 weeks, and it worked out really well. Kind of propelled me, just like when we first start out. You get your quick start at 6, you've got a good momentum in your business. So I started that out. It was great. Had Katarina 2 years ago, and I did the same thing, except I stopped work 3 weeks before because all my kids came early, and I birthed her like 4 hours after I got back from my show. So that was really fun. But, I set up my quick start again, except this time, all 6 of them canceled. And I was like, that's awesome. Okay, so I learned something from that. 6 shows is not enough on your calendar, okay? You need at least 9 to be secure in what you're doing. And they need to be good, solid shows. Like, you need the addresses in your hand, and you need to be following up with them, and they actually need to be calling you back. Like, that's really helpful. So, but since these people knew they'd be helping me come back from a baby, I was like, you are helping me. So, but I had to get over it because I had no bookings on my calendar. So I had a consistent business before, and I was always getting the bookings that I needed off of the shows that I was doing. So I'm like, ooh, I'm in new territory. Like, what the heck do I do now? So I got out this one. Oh, did I leave it all over there? Ellen, will you grab that for me? All of it. All of it. Thank you. So I decided I was going to have some mystery hostess shows at my house because I can pull them together quickly. If I ask somebody else, so can you have some friends over in 3 days? They're like, oh my gosh, but I can do it because it's at my house. Who cares? So I threw together a couple of them, like 2 in a week and then 1 the week after. So they had a choice of nights that they could come. So that was good because I either called or emailed them all personally, and I had a tagline like, hey, how's your family, how you doing? And then I cut and pasted the second paragraph like, hey, I'm doing this to get my business back off on its feet. Can I count on you to be there? So when you use lines like that, can I count on you to help me? Can I count on you to be there? those are good things when you're approaching your friends. And I found that I save my friends for when I'm desperate in situations like this, so I'm not bugging them all the time, because I think that's a fear of mine. I'm sure other people fear that too. So I just save them for that. And if they can't make it, I don't not bother them again. I'll bother them again. Come over. I'm having one again in 2 weeks. Yay, okay, you can go to this one. That's great. So I really keep on it.